Excellent. So what we have in front of us is a single cask bottling from the Spirit of Yorkshire Distillery under their name Filey Bay. It was distilled in November 2016, bottled 2021, and it is in an Oloroso sherry cask.
First fill, look at the colour.
I know, it's magnificent. It almost looks like cola, doesn't it?
It does. It's got a kind of magenta light to it. You know, it's unbelievable. Very old rosewood or something, but like cola is closer. Some consumers still today, think that the darker the whiskey, the older it's likely to be. Of course, this is nonsense, and because the colour is drawn from the cask in the very early years of maturation. 3 years, you can get a heavily coloured, highly coloured whiskey in a very active first fill cask. This is 5 years, and so a very active. A European oak cask. There are some extremely good whiskies coming out of England now, young whiskies in these new distilleries, really well made.
But it's the variety of flavour, the scope of flavour you're getting. It's like an up and coming new region, isn't it? It's fantastic.
It is, yeah,
it's exciting.
Yeah,
so we'll get stuck in and find out.
Yep, let's have a look at it. Points of difference. They all need points of difference, whether it's in the packaging but particularly in the overall flavour profile.
So I'm wondering if they've got this sort of wave texture on the bottle.
I wonder.
I wonder if that's perhaps indicative of something we might expect from the flavour. A sort of typically coastal malt. We'll see.
Oh, that's very interesting. Now then, so we've got this unbelievable colour. It's sort of magenta. It's a most beautiful deep colour.
Yeah, it's like the deepest red.
It's
fantastic.
It's got red lights, crimson lights, and you mentioned cola, and it is like cola. Well, actually, in the glass, in the bottle, it's like cola. In the glass, it's got this gorgeous crimson.
Yeah, it looks almost like an ale, almost like a brown ale. It's got that sort of nice reddish hue to it.
Now, what's our strength?
I think it's 63.1% for this one.
Natural strength. Well, and there is a sharp prickle.
Yeah.
Which we'll take off, but underneath that,
I'm salivating at the thought of this.
Cherry liqueur chocolates.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's sort of dark chocolate
with cherry liqueur inside, kirsch.
There's almost blackcurrant-y sort of smell.
Yeah. I go with blackcurrant jam possibly.
Can't wait to give this a sip.
No, absolutely. It is quite nose drying. It will be tannic, but the interesting combination of dry and sweet aromas. Mm. Lovely mouthfeel. I have to say that the flavour is largely coming from the cask. Mm. Not to say it's a bad thing, but one likes to have. I don't know what the distillery character of the Yorkshire distillery is. What they usually do, but this is a lovely drink. It is drying, but not overly drying. Spice in the back, which you'd expect again from European oak.
Yeah, and again, the strength as well. For me, that's masking a lot on the palate.
It is.
But on the finish, I'm getting, again, it's cherries again, but it's more, I don't know the proper technical term, but like cocktail cherries,
Maraschino.
When you get on the edge of a glass.
Yep, absolutely.
But
there's also chocolate there. There's chocolate as well, dark chocolate. Right, come on, let's have a squirt of water. Usually, I'm very cautious about adding how much water to add to a so-called sherried whiskey. It tends to break it up, but this is robust enough, I think, to withstand a third dose.
Even with adding water, you can still tell it's strong and quite young, but it's so appealing, isn't it?
No, but I would not for a moment think of it as 5 years old. Mm. Because it really is. It's a very impressive whiskey.
Yeah, bottled 2021, distilled 2016. So it would have been from their, I'm assuming, one of their earliest distilled whiskies. But they've, for me, they've knocked it right out of the park with this. I think that's fantastic
good luck
stuff.
It's a very good dram, very good dram indeed.
Yeah, I'm keen to find out more.
Good luck to them.
Indeed. Cheers.